What's going on, college football fans? This is Coach I with the Fanatic on the Fanatic Sports Network, man. Listen, another Pac-12 matchup is on the way Friday night, the 13th. That's right, Friday, October 13th, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, man. Colorado taking on the
Yeah, you know what
Stanford
I'm saying?
Cardinal in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah,
Let's talk
yeah.
about it.
The fanatic, where we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk, you know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina, upstate, A64. Yeah, the FANATTIC, the fanatic, where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what
All
I
right,
see.
man. That's right. We are here for another preview, man. Colorado taking on Stanford this Friday for another conference matchup. Colorado on their way trying to get bowl eligible. Stanford looking to right the ship and get back in the win column like they did against Hawaii early in the season. So this is an important matchup for both teams, man. But before we go on, man, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man, the like button. Comment on the videos. I like to do like a lot of fan interaction. Let us know where you coming from, your train of thoughts, things of that nature, man. Share it with your friends so we can grow the community and have just an all out good college football conversations throughout the community. And also, if you're looking to go to a game or whatever event, go to SeatGeek, man. Listen, SeatGeek sponsors Fanatic Sports, man. We appreciate that. I'm a brand ambassador for them, man. And if you see right beside my picture, if you go to SeatGeek, you can use the code Fanatic Sports. You get $20 off your first purchase, man. If you go into the game anyway, you might as well save $20, man. SeatGeek is a ticketing site, man. It uses a score system from 0 to 10 just to make sure you know that you're getting a good ticket from a top score or don't mess with this ticket from a bottom type score. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring the Fanatic Sports, man. But on to the preview, man. Colorado's coming off a win. Just a recap from last weekend over Arizona State, a tough Arizona State team. It was a close win. I would say 27-24. Shedeur had another good game passing and added a rushing touchdown as well. Colorado, man, they can score, man, but their defense has to come along a lot more so that they can get bowl eligible and possibly even more because they have it all in front of them. So they got to come along and help Shedeur. The running game needs to help them a little bit as well. Stanford was on a bye week. It's always tough to take on a team off of a bye week, man, because they have an extra week to prepare for you while you're not preparing for them. So it's going to be interesting, man. Offensively, I'm thinking Colorado's got to do the same thing as far as the passing game is concerned. I don't know if Travis Hunter will be back or not. But even if he is, they still have weapons on the outside with Xavier Weaver, uh, Jimmy Horn Jr., Mario Miller, Dylan Edwards coming out of the backfield. Like the weapons are plenty at the pass catcher with the walk on tight end as well. What we got to see, man, is can Sean Lewis dedicate more plays to the run game, man. Maybe even some quarterback runs. I know they don't want to get Shedeur a whole bunch of hits, but in certain situations, man, let Shedeur get out in the open. Some design quarterback runs, maybe roll them out just to get a first down and tell them to get down, but just to take some pressure and some steam off of those pass rushes because they've been able to get in the backfield quite a few times. I think if I'm not mistaken, my guy from David Talks Buff says Shedeur is the most sacked quarterback in college football, if not Division One. So definitely need to get that running game going against the Stanford defense. Now, the Stanford defense is better against the run than they are against the pass, but you still don't want their defensive front line to start, pin their ears back. I think Stanford, on from their perspective on defense, they do need to continue to slow the run down. I think they're giving up about 140 yards a game on the ground. They're giving up about 300 yards in the air, which doesn't bode well against this passing attack. But first of all, if you can all the way shut down the run as a Stanford, from the Stanford perspective, then you can worry about trying to pressure Shedeur into maybe some rush throws. I don't know about bad throws. He's pretty good under pressure, but get to the quarterback just as much as other teams were to affect that offense. Now, conversely, um, Stanford starting, this is the first year starter, but he's a sophomore, Ashton Daniels. Hey, man, shout out to Juan Daniels. UGA, great wide receiver. Uh, but Ashton is coming along, man. I think they need to help him out a little bit. He's got a couple of different targets. He has EJ Smith, Emmett Smith Jr., that is, in the backfield. Casey Filkins, they're the two leading rushers. But he's going to need a lot of help from them to, because if you can run the ball, then you can keep the ball away from Shedeur in that offense. Sometimes your offense may be the best defense. Um, and you just don't know on the Colorado side on defense which part of the defense is going to show up. Weeks it's been the front seven, so, and I think for the most part the defensive backfield is pretty steady. They got Shiloh back, who I think is the leader of that defense. Again, if Travis Hunter's not back, he's still. Is Kamani McLean going to play? Is he not going to play? I don't know if he's, I never know if he's in the doghouse, not in the doghouse. Colorado fans, let me know what the status of Shedeur is. I mean, not Shedeur, I'm sorry, Kamani, and if he's going to be out there. But they also got a couple of other guys, in that secondary. I think that's their strength. So if I'm Stanford, I'm trying to feed Casey and EJ, up the middle to, I mean, the new rules with the first down rules, if it's outside of 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarter, the time keeps running. So you want to, limit the amount of times that the other team has the ball. So if I'm Stanford, I'm trying to run the ball and run the ball effectively. That also takes the pressure off the young QB Daniels, as far as the pass rush is concerned. And when they do throw the ball, man, you're looking to try to get it to guys like Benjamin and Elick. I don't want to mispronounce their last names. I'll take a shot at it. Eurosic, Benjamin Eurosic, and Elick Ayamaner. Ayamaner or Ayamaner. Sorry, Stanford fans, let me know in the comments if I'm I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but those are like the two leading receivers as of now. They got a couple of other guys, but it starts with that run game. If you can establish the run when you go into, especially on the road, if you go on the road, man, you have to establish the run game because it's easier on the road to run and limit pre-snap motions because of the crowd noise. I'm pretty sure it's going to be loud and rowdy in Boulder, but it is Friday the 13th. Crazy things happen on Friday the 13th. Again, they've had an extra week to prepare. If you watch what USC was able to do to Stanford, then Colorado looked to do some similar things because I think their offenses are kind of similar. Dynamic quarterback, elite, playmakers on the outside. Um, but at least Stanford has that film to, fall back on. And I'm pretty sure they watched a lot of that film over this bye week. So from the Stanford's perspective, I believe you should keep that run game going or try to get it going and back those, maybe if you can get the run game going, then the safeties for Colorado have to, come up in the box and maybe you can hit them over the top for some play action, that type of thing. This is Troy Taylor's first year with Stanford, man. They're 1-4 right now, so they're itching to get another win. Like I said, their one win was against Hawaii, so they don't even have a Power Five win. So Colorado, they're definitely going to be looking to come into Boulder and make a statement on TV. And from the Colorado perspective, man, 6-6 is right there. Right now, you're 4-2. You get to 6 wins, you're bowl eligible, and then after being bowl eligible, you can shoot for more. But it starts this Friday in Boulder, Friday the 13th, 10 p.m. You got to beat Stanford. You're top to bottom. Colorado is the better team, but that doesn't always mean the better team's going to win. So Colorado's got to make sure they stay focused, on Stanford. And I think that'll be easy for them because they're going into a bye week and then look forward to taking on everybody else and you can get healthy then. But right now, Stanford is the target. For Stanford, they got to try to get back into the win column. Once you get in the win column, a lot of your your confidence in some of the younger players, aka the quarterback, things of that nature. It starts to grow when you get those types of wins. So it's going to be an interesting game. I don't think an official line is out right now. I'm recording this on Sunday night. I think I saw somewhere Colorado was 13-point favorites. So my prediction is Colorado's going to get off to a hot start offensively, which is probably going to be too much for Stanford to overcome. So if it is a 13-point spread, I'm taking Colorado in the 13 points. I think Colorado ends up winning something like 38, 38-10, 38-14, something like that. I just think sometimes, when a team can score a lot on you, it kind of builds the pressure and you start to make I know people are like, well, that's not the defense. Yeah, but when another team is scoring on you, you kind of get away from your game plan. And I think that's how it's going to go Friday for Colorado versus Stanford. All right, man, fans, get in the comments, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you're thinking. Give me your score predictions. And don't forget, if you're trying to go to the game and you don't have tickets yet, go to SeatGeek. Use the code FanAddictSports. It's right there on the side, right there. You get $20 off your first purchase. Why not save $20? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to buy it anyway, I'm just saying. That's it, man. Colorado Stanford preview. I'm Coach I for the Fan Addict Sports Network. Yeah.
We got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the Fan Addict, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gonna eat everything up off they plate?